Don't be shy. You want it, I got it.
Doors are open. The inmates are loose, and they're pouring across the river into the city, even as we speak. Now, don't misunderstand. I'm not saying everybody in there is an axe murderer. Most of them are waiting on trial for possession. Hell, even I spent a night or two in there in my youth. But look, the harmless ones are gonna head for home. It's the hard time, hardcore we gotta worry about. Those cats gonna take some serious advantage of things. So stay
Sorry you
safe
didn't see
out there,
anything you
New York.
liked.
Keep your doors locked. And if you see any of those righteous people, stay clear of them.
Warning. Now leaving the safe area.
Think we're doing the right thing?
Tired of this goddamn patrol.
Feels like there's an ambush
LMB's
around
giving
every
me
corner.
everything I got. Rough going out here.
Who the hell are you? Don't move.
You got this, sir. Weapons up. Fire on target. Man down. Clear out the AO. Roger. I need a target. Reloading. Cover fire. Got a man down.
The city needs a leader like Bliss, no question. I want no part of those cleaners.
Nothing to worry about, sir.
Civilians secure.
Thank goodness you took care of that. Let's be honest, you really don't want your neighborhood getting a reputation as a place where people get kidnapped out of their houses, you know? Well, it looks like someone's not too happy with you, or they're jealous of what we've got here. Either way, they've sent some elite unit. Romeo Squad? That can't...
Ungrateful goddamn civilians. Let me see what
Want to mess with the cleaners? Shit. The JTF could be anywhere, honestly.
Speriamo che finisca presto.
Engaging!
Hope Bliss knows what he's doing.
I hope we don't run into cleaners.
Wish I could take a fucking break.
Move to cover now!
Here we go.
Look around.
What? You think you
Fire
can
on
take us?
target! Tango inbound! Maintain pressure. Don't let go.
Certainly did a lot of damage, didn't they? Thank you for making sure it wasn't more.
this is over, I want you to come back here someday and look around at what you helped
New York, New
save
York,
those
you
awful
live in the last year, you know it.
do your heart
Tri-State
good.
area's favorite
Best
pirate
gear
radio
in the
podcast.
city. Check. So, what looks good to
It's
you?
only pirate radio podcast. Now, we've talked about the JTF, the Joint Task Force that's made up of city cops and first responders. They've made a pretty big difference in a lot of neighborhoods since this whole crazy mess got started. But just like food, water, sanity, and clean underwear, the JTF are a handy resource we just don't got enough of. And you know what they say?
Hey, come on back sometime.
Nature, aboard.
Confirmed phase 1 was...
Agent, it's Dr. Candle. I want to stress to you the vital importance of safeguarding any civilians you may come across. The map says some of those people must have survived the dollar flu. That means they've got antibodies to it that I need to have a hope in hell of fighting this thing. And the ones who are just sick, having a broader genetic diversity of virus samples will help us track the virus's rate of mutation, which is a long way to say, keep those people alive until I get what I need from them. Got that?
Active echo beacon detected.
Target behind cover.
Agent, you need to hear this. Faye tells me the cleaners are holding the entire Tent City prisoner.
That's what it looks like, and it fits the cleaner MO. If you wanted to eradicate every last vestige of detectable virus, where would you go?
Wherever the biggest concentrations are. Refugee camps, shanty towns. Jesus, you don't think they...
Draconian solution, but highly effective.
Sure, if you're a genocidal maniac. You ever wonder if we even deserve to survive this thing?
Every day, Doctor. Every day. Good luck, agents.
Warning. Contamination levels increasing.
You hear that, Agent? You're walking into the teeth of it now. Don't forget what I said about keeping any infected refugees alive. I mean, obviously you're gonna try and keep them all alive, but I need those virus samples, and I really need viable antibody samples from survivors. So keep them extra alive, I guess. You know what I'm saying. I'm going back to work now. Candle out.
Warning. Chemical signature of explosives detected.
Confirmed. It's Napalm B, all right. With that much capacity, they must be planning to burn out the whole damn yard. And when they do, they're gonna kill every last refugee in that shanty town. We need that tank moved somewhere safe. Okay, Agent. As soon as you lock the situation down, I've got a joint Sarah JTF strike force ready to move in. They'll take samples from as many refugees as they can find.
Medical personnel?
A couple of EMTs in the mix, Doctor? Yes.
A couple? As in only 2?
The rest are first aid certified. They know how to tap a vein. Get going, Age.
Without contaminating the samples, I assume.
Or infecting themselves, yes.
I'll take your word for it.
Thank you, Doctor. Get moving, Agent.
This is Dr. Candle. Sampling team, can you hear me?
Patel here. Go ahead, Doctor.
Oh, Lieutenant, good. Listen, I need you guys to log intake info from everybody you get a sample from. Age, gender, ethnicity, general state of health on a 10-point scale. Then label and group the samples according to...
Excuse me, Doctor, but maybe this could wait until we get confirmation the op is actually complete?
You saying you don't have faith in your agent?
Just focusing on the task at hand. Lieutenant, you'll radio the doctor as soon as the area is secured.
Yes, ma'am. Don't worry, Doctor. We'll get it all worked out.
I hope so. It's only the survival of the human species we're talking about.
Copy that, Doc. Patel out.
You know the situation. It's too late for these people here. They're dead, every one of them. But it's not too late for us. If we do what we gotta do, it might not be too late for the rest of the country. So go to work.
Finish the job.
what's at stake? Everybody goes, all in.
Agent, if you can find the crane controls, drop that tank someplace safe. Do it, Agent. Solid work.
Yes, good work. Now, sample team, listen up. Like I was saying, I'm gonna need those blood samples labeled and organized so we can track corroborating factors. Let's move this discussion to a different channel so we don't bore the agent. Hey, the comparative data you secured from the train yard. I mean, those refugees, of course. It gave us something to think about. There's another report in the database for you to look at.
One of the things that makes a virus lethal is adaptation. Rapid mutation makes it harder for antibodies to identify and drugs to kill. What we're seeing in the samples you pulled from the population at the train yard is the degree of genetic drift green poison is already experiencing, and it's significant, which means it'll be that much harder to find a vaccine.
Check these babies out.
Nobody's gonna give you a better deal. You'll be back one of these days.
Agent, when you have a minute.
Looks perfect. I can't thank you enough. But I will bring you something from my wine rack.
I don't want to get ahead of ourselves here, but I think we've got something. Thanks to you, we have mapped the genetic drift on green poison. Plus, I have ID'd all the aftermarket DNA Amherst bolted onto it. And thanks to those samples you picked up from the survivors, I was able to harvest antibodies against our friendly neighborhood superbug, and that let me lay out a roadmap for a vaccine. Here. Take a look. Normally, I'd take point on the team developing that, but they're a little better equipped to handle it in Ann Arbor. And me? Well, I'm stuck here with you. Which is fine. God knows there's plenty left for me to do here. And with Chernenko and maybe Amherst still out there, all it would take is one psycho asking the right questions. Tell me we're not gonna see that. Please.
Dr. Candle, you're needed in the recovery ward. Dr. Candle.
Still lots for me to do. Hey. You know we can't survive this again. So please.
We've really overcome a hurdle here. This disaster aid station will let us distribute supplies right to the civilians who need them. Great work.
Watch yourself out there.
See what you've been missing.
You've done some impressive work, Agent. The only thing that's made being stuck in here bearable is knowing that you were out there doing the job that I can't. The city's starting to pick itself up off the pavement. You can see it in people's eyes. They're finally starting to think about something besides dying. They don't even know the worst is still out there. Colonel Bliss's boys have proven more resilient than a swarm of cockroaches. You've hurt them, but they've still got the resources to terrorize this city on a massive scale. They fortified the United Nations complex, and they've got Chernenko, the Russian virologist that Amherst was working with. Now they're holding him prisoner there. Fascists in the seat of international peace and security. Funny guy, that Bliss. At this point, it's clear the LMB was involved with whatever happened to the first wave, and we know now that at least one agent was actively working with Bliss. We thought the Last Man Battalion was scary enough, but if they've got access to Division Tech or Intel, they could completely destroy everything we've been working toward. Hey. We both know what needs to happen now. You need to find a way into the UN and deal with Bliss once and for all. It's not fair to put this all on you, but Fair died weeks ago. Go get him, Agent.
What the hell are you doing? You're hurting him!
This is Dagger. Over.
I read you, Dagger. What you got?
So, this is the big one. LMB's last foothold on the island is the last place you'd expect those sons of bitches to hole up. The United Nations. And since nobody's gonna pass any... resolutions to get them out...
If we're gonna reclaim the UN from LMB types, step one is getting you past those guns and inside the wall. My people will draw the sentry's attention, mainly by shooting at them. That should buy you enough time to use breaching charges and cut your way inside. Everything's prepped and ready. We just need you to punch the clock.
Clear the south gate and we'll begin the assault.
I'm gonna go search.
Blow up the turret!
Hostiles inbound on your position.
Don't be taking unnecessary risks.
Say it again, why don't you? Wish I had some coffee.
Captain Benitez has been waiting to go after the LMB. We're through!
There's access to the tunnels beneath the UN close by. Once in the tunnels, you'll find the breach site 200 yards north. Leave the JTF squad and go.
Target location reached. Deploy explosives. Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
It's on the line! We've got a secondary assault!
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position. Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position. Hostiles inbound on your position.
We're getting chewed up pretty bad out here.
It's taking too long.
We need those turrets turned around and the main gate open, now!
Clear shot. Reloading. Cover fire. There. Don't get sloppy. Over there. I got a clear shot. Throwing a flashbang. Target.
Don't worry about the courtyard. The JTF can hold it. Take point at the General Assembly.
Bliss is your target. Take him down fast.
Over there. Train. Open the damn line. Let's go. Fucking blind. Just the two of us.
Bliss is your primary objective, but we believe Keener and the Russian are still in the building as well. I've tasked JTF squads to search for them, but if you see them, don't hesitate.
Got contact. Contact! Contact! They got Dylan!
Bliss, the LMB, they're over. I'm getting our immunologist out of here. Engage the division personnel on site and money up their tactical read. We'll rendezvous later.
Sir.
You'd better hear this. Bliss just broke radio silence. We're trying to track him. Patching you through.
Flying son of a bitch, Aaron Keener put a knife in our backs. Anyone not on the wall needs to be hunting that traitor and his Russian playmate down. They are not to leave the compound alive. Am I understood?
There is no wall, sir. JTF forces are in the building. Your helo is prepped and you need to evacuate now.
Mother! Right! I'm coming up. Got him. The General Assembly Chamber. Go!
Hostiles inbound on your position.
Sir, we've got eyes on a helo over the main building.
That's gotta be Bliss. Fuck! We missed. Agent, we ripped on Bliss, but his command staff might still be in the General Assembly. Head that way and engage!
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
Okay, now, we still have LMB in the building. I need you to...
Sorry to cut in, Captain. Agent, this room contains any intel the LMB has on Manhattan. Find a terminal and download everything. We don't know what we don't know.
Lady's got a point. Better do that.
Warning. Incoming hostiles. Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
There's a lot of interesting data here. Looks like the LMB had eyes on everyone. There's something weird here. I'll get Rhodes on analysis right away.
The remaining LMB troops are breaking. It's all over but the shouting, so link up with our people in the courtyard. We'll see where we go from there.
LMB effectives are giving up. We've secured UN HQ. It's a damn shame about Bliss. Last eyes we had on his bird, he was going half-assed and full blast heading due south. Probably gonna go to ground. Sir! Well, I'll be goddamned. We got a hostile bird over the courtyard. Get to cover now!
Soldiers of the Last Man Battalion, this is your commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel Charles Bliss. And I tell you, we will not fall this day. We are soldiers. We have survived the virus and brought order to the streets. We are not go down to a bunch of ragtag boys who know how to fight. Regroup and assault the enemy position. We're taking this place back, and we will fight to the last man.
Knock that arrogant fuck out of the sky. That helo took out the master turret control. If you get the east turret, you should be able to realign them manually. Put some heat on this map. Agent, I've got reinforcements incoming. Keep them under pressure and stay sharp. Careful, Agent. We still don't know what this thing's capable of. Take cover! Now! Heads up, you've got ground troops incoming. LMB reinforcements. Watch your back down there.
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
It would be pretty damn helpful if you get those turrets and put them over the hard
inbound on your position.
Stay on him, Agent. Ward, you got him? Put that asshole in the ground! How about that, Agent? You just killed the CEO of the last organized threat to Manhattan. Wasn't easy, and we lost a lot of good people, but you broke the LMB's back. Nobody's gonna be sweeping neighborhoods telling people join or die at gunpoint. Not without Bliss running the show. Still gonna be squads of them out there, but without the big man, we can handle them every day and twice on Sunday. Agent, we got a call from the commander of the Secure Quarantine Center over in the Tenderloin. It's where the JTF screens civilians for access to Camp Hudson and to work with the relief effort. We got 80 people housed there. He needs some help when you get a chance.
So, here we are, Agent. We've made a pretty good team, I think. Done a lot for this city. A lot more than people thought we could. You and I both know this isn't exactly a happy ending. Our favorite homicidal traitor, Aaron Keener, is still out there, and he's still got Chernenko with him. Read Keener's file sometime. It's, quite interesting. And we don't know where Amherst is either, or what else he might have up his sleeve, but there's hope. Dr. Candle's got the DCD on the road to a vaccine. You broke the LMB's back and the cleaners, and the Rikers too. We took the city back like we promised we would. We're not done yet. As long as the Dark Zone's out there, we've got our work cut out for us, but we're on our way to finally saving the city. And with it, maybe something more. Not bad for the second wave, don't you think?
Confirmed. Unidentified Shade Tech beacon located. Now entering a safe area.
Hey, gotta see it to believe it. Anyway, moving on to one of my least favorite subjects. We need to have a serious conversation about dead bodies. Sarah did what they could for as long as they could, which meant digging up every park they could find because that was the only open ground around. Seriously, you want cemeteries? You go out on the island. You ain't gonna find a whole lot of places where a shovel's gonna do any damn good in Manhattan, no sir. So, they went after the parks, and they dug their mass graves, and they dumped as many bodies in as they could. And don't give me no shit about disrespect for the dead. People were dying faster than they could haul the bodies away. No time for funerals, no room for headstones, no nothing. Just dig a hole and drop in the body bag. Simple, basic, and you can build a memorial later, assuming there is one. Later, that is, not a memorial. Jesus. Feels like happy violence is a memorial sometimes. Where was I?
Agent, I need you to check in with Commander Hector at the Secure Quarantine Center in the Tenderloin. We got 80 civilians in there, but one of them's missing. Looks like they were building an IED. I could use your eyes on the investigation.
Warning. You are now leaving the safe area.
Captain.
Austin Benitez. Shit, we found an IED. It's in a sub-basement, some tunnel. We think it's how she got out.
Ma'am?
Oh, shit. I think this thing's gonna...
Agent! Agent, are you okay? Agent! Get anyone you can out of the building!
I can't! Oh, Jesus!
Life signs detected.
Oh, God, we had 80 people in there. Holy Christ. Quarantine center, you have Rikers incoming! I'm seeing a gang of Rikers well-armed, coming right at you! This is no goddamn coincidence. Watch your back out there.
Warning. Additional hostiles incoming. Alert. Additional hostiles inbound. Hostiles inbound on your position.
Rikers! Time to break out the new toys! Agent, we need to get a handle on what the hell's going on. See if you can find anything on any of those Rikers.
Analyzing smartphone data. GPS data identified.
Fucking smartphones. Even though you can't make calls, a lot of people still carry them around. Road's got a lot of cell towers back online. Maybe there's something useful here. Get that phone back to the base of operations, Agent. Maybe Rhodes can dig something useful out of it. He's been putting together a rig for tactical intel analysis. It's about time we use it. Damn it. We've been hitting the Rikers pretty hard and the other factions, too. I knew one of them would hit back at us. I thought we'd see them coming. What the hell are you doing? You heard it!
I hear you like shopping at Abel's.
Wish I could get out there myself.
best gear for the streets, right here.
Agent, good. Report to the Tactical Operations Center. Rhodes has been fitting out.
You knock off a hostile leader, all you've done is given everyone under that guy an instant promotion. Which is another way of saying you never get rid of the leaders on the other side.
You're gonna like what you see.
Ready to step up and take the last guy's place. Which brings us to New York, present day. Now, I know a lot of you were all happy and shit when word got out that Colonel Bliss was dead. Because he's the head Yahoo of the Last Man Battalion. And sure as shit, once he was down, the whole thing was gonna fall apart, right? Well, not so fast there, Spartacus. You know what happened when Bliss got popped? His second-in-command stepped up and started giving the orders. Functionally, not a damn thing changed. Unless, of course, you want to consider Bliss some sort of tactical genius. And between you and me, the evidence for that particular theory is a little thin on the ground. Ain't just the LMB, though. $5 says, like $5 says anything these days. The $5 says that the other guys have done the same thing. Which means they still got someone making decisions. Still got someone giving orders. If you thought they were gonna curl up and die just because the boss got tagged, you got another thing coming.
Hey, you just got a great deal. Hey, anything you're looking for?
Your attention, please. JTF Command would like to thank you for your patience during this difficult time. Your cooperation is appreciated. Thank you.
Hey, a happy customer is the best customer. Hey, gotta see it to believe it. So, what looks good to you?
Hello there, kiddos. Rick Velasquez here with another installment of Wouldn't You Know It.
Thanks for taking the Academy
Today,
back
I
from those
wanna talk
LMB
about
assholes.
something near and dear to all our hearts, which is to say, getting the fuck out of here. Now, I am not going to do this. I have
We'll
no
find a
desire
way
to
to
get my ass
survive,
shot by some
no matter what.
jumpy Montessori crossing guard who joined the JTF and got handed a rifle. But it's an interesting intellectual problem, don't you think? All the time we've been here, and nobody's made it out. Not one. I find that curious. At first glance, leave
So I can't give you back to that.
You can't swim off.
Come back when you feel like buying.
And there's no way down the Lincoln Tunnel with supply vehicles because they're way too heavily guarded. Oh, and Scratch
Come take a look.
Readings indicate an echo nearby.
Well, here I am, Aaron Keener, the First Wave's prodigal son. Normally I'd do this face-to-face, but I'm not 100% sure which way you'll jump. You act one way when Ms. Lau is watching, and another way entirely when you're off the leash. That's an interesting contradiction. You see, I think that deep down, you get it. You know, the old rules, laws, governments, those things died on Black Friday. But the feral PMCs, the convicts, the ones smart enough and good enough to take what they need, they'll survive. Me? I'm gonna prosper. Oh, you could too, but you took an oath, right? You got a duty. Those are both ways of saying that your conscience is fucking you. You ask yourself, who has earned a right to tell you what to do? Do you know how many agents died to hold the Dark Zone just for the brass to give up and put a wall around it? You don't believe me? You should check the place out for yourself. But the people you're working for, they're irrelevant now. Amherst changed how the game is played, and I have got the vision to win. I got Chernenko, I got a DNA printer, and a very interesting recipe book. I'm gonna write my own rules. You should think about getting in on this thing. I'll be seeing you.
Agent, the information you found in that lab was the crown jewel. I think we can break this thing now.
But we've got some more information. A voice from the grave. Listen to what Amherst has to say.
What you're looking at is the smallpox virus, one of the deadliest pathogens on the planet. For centuries, it did a wonderful job of helping keep the human population in check. But times change, and sometimes Mother Nature needs a hand in improving her creations. Like, say, speeding them up a little bit, making them contagious when they should be quietly incubating in a host, or making them more lethal. I didn't come up with the approach on my own. My friend Vitaly is one of the pioneers in the field, and the idea has been around for years. Genome as data. You see, once we digitized DNA, we made it infinitely mutable. We could do 1,000 virtual variations in the time it used to take to grow a one-lab-grade generation of pathogens. And we could pick the best, most lethal combinations and make them real. That's how you make a killer virus, you see. Mix in genetic code from other diseases, and you move the sliders all the way up on lethality and virulence. The goal was a 90% mortality rate. I'm not sure my green poison is going to quite hit that, but honestly, that's just details. As long as most of humanity goes, the Earth stands a fighting chance. Technically, technology is what's killing the planet. But that's not really the case. It's the greed that drives the technology. But a funny thing happened on the way to $100 genome maps and 3D printed plastic toys. Someone figured out those technologies could be repurposed, modified for the greater good. Me. Now, my virus is going to do what nature's always done. Decide who lives and who dies. And if nature decides I die, then I die. If nothing else, I'll have a lot of company. Natural selection at its finest, helped along by a little unnatural genetic manipulation. It's all data, really. Life's just a method of processing it. The same way I processed the smallpox genome on my laptop. And who's to say that wasn't the plan all along? If, by some miracle, you survive green poison, then nature's decided you deserve to live. The rest of us shouldn't and won't. Godspeed. I'll see you in hell.